What's up, everyone? I'm going to talk to you today about my experience using the Gryptalite grip traction. All right, so for those of you who don't know, the Gryptalite grip system is basically just grip tape for your surfboard. Just how you would put grip tape on a skateboard, it's very similar. There was a product like this when I was a kid that I tried, and it was okay. It just didn't work very well. It was too rough, and wax would mix in there, and then it would get slippery. It just wasn't a good product. So I gave up on that years ago and got back into the wax. And then this came out recently, and I had a buddy that just kept telling me about it, and then a few other people started using it, and they're pretty happy about it. So, you know, for me, I'm always looking for another way to find some really good grip. Like wax is amazing at first, but as the session goes on, a lot of times it starts to get slick after the first hour or two. So I'm always looking for something to just have amazing grip and not slip off, because I always say the worst thing that could ever happen when you're surfing is you slip. You can get injured, just anything can go wrong. So good grip is essential with surfing. So these guys sent me one to try, and I put it on this board. It comes cut out to the shape of your board. So you send them a picture, they literally laser cut it and then just send it to you. You get it in the mail, you pull it out, you use it. It's almost like you put it on almost like a window tint. You spray water, you stick it on the board, and then you squeegee the water off. So it's kind of interesting, but so it's not like a sticker at like true skateboard grip tape, but it's very similar on the feel, the way it feels. But yeah, so I've used this it's 4 sessions now, and the first session it felt pretty slippery. I wasn't confident. I mean, it didn't feel slippery, but it didn't feel like a nice good wax job. So I definitely was a little hesitant to maybe hit the lip or try and air. I was very cautious the first session, and the second day I rode it, that was actually the best day. That day it felt really tacky, and I actually pulled about 5 or 6 really good size airs, and I tried probably 20 that day, and I really didn't feel like I was gonna slip. I was very surprised. The third day it started to feel a little slippery, so I don't know if maybe I had got some sunscreen on my hands and somehow it got on the deck, or maybe some wax from the pad maybe somehow got shifted over, and I don't know. But that third day it started to feel a little sketchy again, where I slipped a few times, trying like an off the lip, going down the line, standing there and just kind of going down the line. It's amazing. Because the way it's designed, the more pressure you put on the board, the more you stick. Versus wax, a lot of times the more pressure you put on wax, it'll smear and kind of slide if the water's warm, or if you don't have a thick enough wax job. So that's really cool. But as far as doing high performance maneuvers and getting in the air and really going really fast into a section and hitting the lip, I'm still a little hesitant. And it could just be that I'm not fully used to it yet, but I definitely am not 100% comfortable with like those critical maneuvers, like in the lip or going really fast into a section. The days that I surfed it have all been about waist to chest high, maybe head high, and had some power, so I didn't have to pump so much. I could stand there and kind of just work the wave and be light-footed and surf it as usual. But it really did feel has felt really good. Now, after my fourth session, so my third session, it was feeling slippery. The fourth session, it actually felt a little better, but it still had that slippery feel. So what I did was I took some dish soap, a little water and some dish soap, and then just kind of lightly just kind of washed it with the dish soap and sprayed it off, and it actually got tacky again. So what I'm thinking is it's possible that I did have sunscreen or something got on there. Maybe it's just like the film from the ocean or something, but it definitely feels a little better now. I haven't surfed it since I cleaned it, but it does feel a little more tacky just to touch. So I'm going to try that out today, and I'm gonna get some footage and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, all in all, it's pretty cool. I'm actually quite surprised. I feel like for longboarding and maybe guys that ride fun shapes, or just a beginner to intermediate surfer that likes to cruise and is not trying big airs or tail slides and really like getting in the lip and doing kind of high performance stuff, I think it's a home run. Because the more pressure you put on it, the more it grips, which is really cool. When you're doing airs and tail slides, you're lightening up your grip at times, and you don't want to be lighting up and then sliding or whatnot. So I really think beginner to intermediate, this is a really good investment for your board, just to have a nice consistent grip. For me, I would try it on a few more boards, but if I was in a surf contest or I was shooting, trying to get a clip or trying big airs and really pushing the limit in my surfing, I would rather have wax. I would rather have foo wax, something really sticky. I can really put it thick so I know for a fact I'm not going to slip. But other than that, for cruising, it's amazing. And yeah, I'm pretty surprised and impressed with how well it grips, especially when you just feel it with your hand. It doesn't feel like it would grip that well, but once it gets wet, it definitely gets more tacky. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good product, and it's I'm gonna try it on another board and see what happens, but yeah, not bad. So the other thing that I really like about this product is if you have some cool artwork on your board and you don't want it to get all covered up with that funky dirty wax, you can actually just put this clear coat over it, and it kind of helps as like it preserves it, and you get to appreciate the artwork you have on the board. So I thought that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's definitely a plus to this stuff for sure. So I guess the question is, am I going to use this on all of my surfboards? And the answer to that right now would be no. I'm definitely going to have it on a few boards and keep experimenting with it. I would like to try them maybe with booties on to see how that goes for the winter time. That might be amazing. I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. But it's definitely something that I will definitely have a few boards with it. And yeah, as of now, I'm probably 60-70% that I do really like surfing with it. Feels pretty good on my feet, and yeah, it's very interesting. It's fun. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, feel free to drop it below. Also, I'll put a link to Gryptalite right here so you can check them out. But yeah, so until next time, peace.